Alright, I think we're all set. Yep, okay. Things are working good. What? Did you just bait me, motherfucker? Yeah, sorry, Nardi. I just changed the thumbnail for the Discord. Unfortunately, it was going to be a Dark Souls stream today, but then when I logged in, I was like, oh, wait. My account's stuck in the kiln, and my current account for the lore play has a cutscene it has to trigger before I can continue into Royal Wood, so it's like, well, fuck, I'm stuck. So I guess we're gonna just have to continue with this for the time being. Love the title, of course you do, Xavier, of course you do, howdy. Ahoy! Buying Abyssal Archive audiobook was the best decision I made this year so far. When I get the money, I'll get the physical copy as well. Awesome, Zune. Welcome on into the chat, thanks so much. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I'm sure Vati's narration enhanced the experience tremendously. He did such a good job. I really am grateful for him. There we go. That's not what I wanted. Thanks for Bluetoothing your back pain to me, by the way. You're welcome, Nardi. I'm really glad I found that voodoo doll when I did. It really did help. I'm so glad that you were such a willing subject for this. Really appreciate it. Hey, Iman, good to see you. It's amazing. Awesome, Zoom. Alright, let's see. Now, where do we go from here? Oh. Midway, away, away. God, I love this song so much. There we go. Oh. You know, maybe this could work. Oh, damn it! I screwed it up instantly. Now just a little bit higher. Just in case, I like this one better. Hey Loki, hello subs, welcome on in. Are you new to the chat? I don't recognize the name. Again, sorry, I have goldfish memory. It's amazing. I wonder what he disagrees with though. You mean with Vati? You know, I never actually talked to him about it, so I wouldn't know. And he's referenced my work so frequently in terms of his own theories that I don't know, I guess you'd have to contrast whatever he's put out in the past, like, year or so, Dark Souls related, which I assume isn't too much, with mine, I guess. But that's fine. Vati can be wrong about things. He has his right. Yeah, I'm new. Well, welcome on in then, subs. I'm pretty sure we have the lowest section of this already. Where's that side path take us? It's not too far, right? Yeah. Let's see. God, White Knight is such a bop. Whoa! Oh, there we go. Yeah, then we go here. Now I'm trying to remember, chat. Is this the same architectural assets they use for underneath Raya Lucaria? I feel like I want to check again. I know this has been reused in several places. And I find the rest of it vaguely familiar. Like, I feel like I've seen this column design somewhere before. Let me actually check what we have for Sealed Tunnel, just to make sure. I don't want to waste time on getting shots for this, so I already have them all. Altus, sealed tunnel, sealed tunnel, sealed tunnel, sealed tunnel, sealed tunnel, sealed tunnel, sealed tunnel. Wait. Do I not have sealed tunnel? Are you just kidding me? Really? Capital Outskirts, maybe? No, it's not. It's not under Capital Outskirts. Chat, I feel like I'm going crazy. Where the hell is sealed tunnel? Kinda swore I had that. Well, I guess we're taking these shots then. I must have taken them, like, before I got the camera and deleted them, because I was like, why would I do this when I have a camera that can do it better? Alright, so, yeah. There we go. I think this is fair. In case we need something more straight up in the future. Hey, Ben Archer, welcome to the chat. I don't know if you saw us discussing stuff I noticed on Moonlight Altar Wednesday or not. I don't think so. If I did, I didn't remember. I do vaguely recall checking the Elden Ring chat to make sure you guys were on topic recently, but yeah. I don't recall anything from that chat. Heard about you from the newest Vati vid. I started following you on Twitter, just stopping by to see what you're up to. Yeah, what I'm up to right now is getting more screenshots. I've been taking a break from Elden Ring with all the theses I post on my website lately, because I really want to get back to Dark Souls. I had a poll for Dark Souls 3 topics, like, a year ago. So I think it's about time I at least get, like, Ring City or something out for people already. You know, just a thought. Ari and Dell's been, like, half done forever. I've been stuck on that one for a while. Organizing that one has been such a pain. I don't blame myself for putting that one on the back burner. Let's see. Not sure why there are gray flowers from the Church of the Dragon community at the Death Touch Catacombs. Death Touch Catacombs. Let me think. Maybe they used them because they didn't make the black Death Blight flowers yet? Maybe. Could also be due to reinforce a dragon connection, like dragons were maybe there at one point. That's a possibility. Could also be referencing the dragon communion people. I don't know. I'd have to see the totality of where the gray flowers are found outside of the churches, right? See if there's any other locations. Otherwise, it could just be just random flowers that they were like, okay, we'll just put some gray flowers here because why not? Notice that the Moonfolk ruins have the same Academy floor traps that Ikaria Minor has, yet Lunar Estate has nothing but revenants. Okay, yeah, we're talking about, okay, if I remember right, Moonfolk Ruins is the commoner ruins, and then the noble ruins are the Lunar Estate, yeah. So you were talking about the Moon Noble ruins versus the Moon, people ruins. Okay. So yeah, the nobles seem to have escaped from the noble ruins and gone to the commoner ruins to hide out, and the commoner ruins seem to have already been, destroyed and stuff anyway. And yeah, they probably are the responsible for setting up the traps, similar to what we see at Caria Manor with the nobles at the what's the localization call it? What's it called? Was it King's Field? I can't remember. Yeah, King's Realm there. Yeah, the King's Realm ruins. Yeah, of course. Do you have plans to release a complete lore video or book detailing the whole story? Of Dark Souls or Elden Ring? If we're talking about Dark Souls, I have thought about doing a sort of, like, shorthand version of Abyssal Archive. So, like, you have the analysis end on Abyssal Archive, and then you'll have more of a narrative telling in this separate book project that would be obviously much shorter, because I can skip out on, like, sort of explaining why something is what it is, and just kind of, like, tell you, assuming that as a given fact, right? So then I could just kind of, like, tell the story in a chronological order all the way through, or as chronological as you can get it, right? and I thought that could be cool. But I don't know. I have to talk to the publisher, and we'd have to see. Because my idea for it would be I'd want to do something kind of like what we have with, like, miracles in Dark Souls and stuff, where you take all the miracle texts and stuff like that with, like, the little illustrations they would have of the gods and their stories, and kind of do it like that, where you, like, you have different miracles, or, like, forbidden historical text, or stuff that was destroyed when the firstborn was lost, and, you know, stuff like that, and kind of, like, compile it in that sort of idea, like it's this secret compilation of, you know, important texts and stuff that are telling about the history of the Dark Souls world, or whatever, right? Yeah, that'd be amazing. Yeah, it's been like floating around my head, and I'd want to have lots of illustrations for that. So I'd have to talk to the publisher to see if they'd be willing to fund that type of thing, right? I guess it'd be kind of like they've already published Vati's art book, which, you know, way back when he did all those art contests and stuff. So maybe he could do something. Maybe they'd be willing to do something similar, except this time they would have to kind of trust that, you know, it's not like it's all these pre-done arts for a contest. It's, you know, actually commissioning the arts ourselves. I don't know. Could be interesting, though. Yeah, look, there we go. Just want to highlight this in case it ever becomes relevant. There we go. Alright, that's done. We can get out of this place. Where do we want to go from here? I actually want to check out Seed Water for a second, because I think I want some shots of the river. I have no idea what revenants are supposed to be. I saw the one Zuli thing about how they're all jammed together and that they, that's why healing hurts them, but why are those bell dudes worshipping them? I was under the impression the Bell Dudes were Revenants themselves, but, like, you have the Revenant Kings, and then you have the Bell Dudes as, like, their lesser ones. But I agree, I've not given too much thought to them either. I've given thought to, like, the purpose of their placement, so, like, why are they at the locations they are, because that's much easier to discern, but in terms of their actual origin, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. I'd have to think about it more. And the talisman we get at Lunar Estate is double hidden behind both a stone imp and an illusory floor. The other two items in the basement of the Lunar Estate of Moonfolk are smithing stones. Yeah, so it's like basic stuff versus, of course, actually important stuff. Makes sense. The nobles would have, like, better security measures there. Very good point, Nardi. Yeah, we don't care about this. Let's just get straight to our river. Let's get straight to our river. So first, we should acknowledge. There we go. There we go. Let's lock this. Let's do high LODs. Hello, how's your day doing? Hello, Joshua Sullivan. Are you new too? Welcome on in. Pretty good. The last few days I've been in immense pain, but lately it's been going. I opened this in the wrong tab. There we go. Lately it's been going a lot better. I'm starting to heal up now. I can actually, you know, stream without, like, you know, feeling immense pain while doing so, so that's pretty good. It's like, now it's just like a, you know, minor twitch. Minor twinge of suffering. Bearable. The miners in this mine are the only ones that have poison stones and throw them, right? Or am I mistaken? I don't remember about the poison stone detail, to be honest. Alright, there we go. Problem solved. There we go. Wait, Pain, what happened? Well, that I think it's because I slept on my side. I think I folded my shoulder over my body the wrong way all night, And that just caused me to, like, pull a really bad muscle, right? So it wasn't just my back and my shoulder blade, it also extended to my right arm and up my neck. So I wasn't able to really bend my neck in, you know, normal directions too much without feeling incredible pain. And obviously couldn't go any farther than that because of said pain. And then the right arm was the same thing. Like, certain ways I would bend it or hold it or use it or whatever. It was quite the sharp bit of suffering. But like I said, the agony is mostly done with. I feel like after this weekend it'll be completely gone, which is good because I have to go see the doctor. I don't want to have to tell her that I'm anything but healthy because goddamn am I definitely healthy and I don't need to see her more than like once every like 5 years. She called me boring last time, chat. Boring. And I was supposed to be insulted. Hardly. Oh, that sounds horrible, man. I'm sorry. Ah, don't be. It's fine. Not like it was your fault. There we go. That'll do. That'll do. Alright. There we go. Hope you feel better, mate. No problem, father. Go pay mother child support already. You're like 30 years too late already. Sorry, I just had to poke fun at that username. Men be sleeping like Victorian corpses, and damn proud of it! Why the hell would I want to sleep like anything else except a corpse? Though I will say, if a thief ever breaks in, I'm fucked. I'm just straight up screwed. I'll be sleeping through the entire break-in. The alarm's gonna be blaring. Like my dog's gonna be like freaking out. He's gonna get pet by the robber while I'm just kind of like cozily sleeping in my bed, slumbering so soundly. That is the one downside to my sleeping habits. Never. It's like, this is why we put you in prison. God, new chatters are so nice to Loki. Yeah, I know. What happened to the old ones? They all stopped being nice to me. They all started bullying me instead. What happened? Come on, Nardi. You could afford to be nice to me sometimes too, you know? Glad it's been better. Hope you can fully recover soon. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be fine. I know it sounds like super bad when I describe it, but like really, it's just a really poor muscle to pull. That's all. I actually want to catch these guys falling. Can I do that? Because it's fun! Yeah, sure, Nardi. No, they already spawned in. Damn. What if I do this? Look, I can't afford anything right now. I'm poor! Understandable. Then bully away. Feel free to use me as your stuffed animal. What do they call it? Not displacement, is it? No, it's God, my memory is such shit. I can't remember any type of psychological terms. Whatever. Who cares? Did they only fall the first time and then they stopped falling? That's a shame. In that case, let's just go here, change the time of day, and hopefully the weather. Have to pick that up. Listen, you find a bunch of runes on the floor, you obviously pick it up. It's yours now. Finders keepers. I wonder about Windmill Village. I remember correctly, it's fairly close to the Golden City, which seems odd considering what they do there. It's less odd when you understand the wider, like, cultural context, and the fact that obviously things are in a civil war, and there's not much, being done to potentially limit their excess pagan practices from an earlier time. Oh, do I need to be closer? My God. Can I get all 4 of you? You know what? Damn. Fog, go away! We don't want you. That'll do. That'll do. Where are... there we go. There are our bodies. Oh God, I hate that. Yeah, let's look at you. Thank you. There we go. No, I hate it. You know, I swear that first shot is going to be my best shot. It always is. It's always the goddamn first shot you take. All the others always suck. Maybe if I... Maybe. Maybe a slight Dutch angle. I don't know. I don't like it. There we go. There we go. Hey, Loki! Just majored in architecture using Dark Souls environments as a case study. Thanks for your insights. Helped a lot. Oh, that's awesome to hear, Felipe. Welcome to the chat. I'm surprised. That was quite an unexpected application of my work. I'm glad, though, it was very useful to you. Oh, look, you see Vati's new Elden Ring short about Rune Bears? I did. I actually added that to my likes on Twitter, not using the new name. So, yeah. I'm gonna have to note that for later, because I want to check out the Rune Bears. Maybe we can do that this stream. That might be neat. Loki, would you rather kiss one of those rotting corpses or Godwin's fish lips? Neither. Why must it be reduced to a binary, Nardi? I reject your binary. Come on, Nardi. It's the 21st century. There we go. Ooh. I already got all the shots we want from here. There's nothing else I could possibly want. Yeah, no. We have the shacks, the village, da-da. You know what? I don't think I ever got proper shots, though, of those sorcerers that are just kind of chilling there, so I think we should do that. Yeah, I'm so glad that my, that Abyssal Archive and... Oh, right. Right. Gotta remember when we do the Let's Play to go back to him. Fun fact, Mountain of Fire is the Japanese for volcano. Oh, that photo mode in ER. I will not lie. This camera mod has made getting reference shots for you guys on the website much easier. I can get so many shots I wasn't able to get before. It actually feels good. I'm actually having a problem now where I have too many shots. I have like galleries of what, like 20 shots in like one single gallery. It's like every paragraph is another gallery of them. Like, goodness me. It's redonkulous. Absolutely redonkulous. Alrighty. Let's go. Ah, yes. Teach the demi-humans. You can do it, man. Let me just get... Yeah, there we go. I'll just hide behind your massive ass head. In fact, you know what? There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. We're gonna do the same thing here now. There we go. Perfect. Mm-hmm. Just in case we want something different. There we go. Already got all the bodies of the wonderful ladies and everything. Still trying to eat worms. You know what? I don't think I've gotten a shot of this, so... Oh, wait, you know what? I really like this shot, though, so... No, this is better, yeah. Beautiful. Let's see where the worms you guys are eating. There you go. I don't want you eating worms, though, out of, like, frickin' cinder block. Can I get, like, one of you, like, doing it in dirt? You know, actual dirt? And preferably without grass or bodies covered? God, goodness me. You just can't find good people anymore, chat. Literally, insects, oonga boonga! Tornado is winding dragon, right? Yeah. That's basically how it would be translated more literally with the kanji. Which is, of course, very notable in, Elden Ring and also in Dark Souls 3 with the tornado skill for the, Storm Drake, weapon you get from its soul. Because again, it's a winding dragon, and you spin around during the slash. Ain't that so punny? I scoured the game for any other mention of the Vulgar Militia. Either I've looked, either I've overlooked something major, or there's just a bunch of gremlins chilling on a random cliff. Yeah, Vulgar Militia are another big, like, blank spot. Like, I don't know where I would place their exact origin from either. It's like, okay, there's just a bunch of little people. Like, if I had to, like, guess, just, like, off the top of my head, where Giants, Vulgar Militia, and, what was the other one we were talking about? Whatever. Anyway, if I were to say what all those, like, races, like, where they come from as far as, like, their origin, I'd have to guess they're all just branches on the human, tree. Either branching off from the actual human part of the tree, or, like, you know, having a shared common ancestor. That would be, like, my random... shot in the dark. But yeah, I haven't thought about it too deeply. Particularly because the Vulgar Militia aren't very important as far as their origins are concerned. Since, you know, they seem to basically be mercenaries working for anybody and everybody. I haven't picked this up yet. That's actually kind of shocking. Wait! Why was this on a demi-human? The hell? Noting that for later. Alright, any more of you eating worms? Can I have my worm eaters? We always take shots of this. Well, if you want to argue that Mikola is the engineer responsible for the crossbow thing, this might be a good piece of evidence to point to. You never know. There we go. There we go. So they killed a sorcerer, a monkey man learned magic? Yeah, that'd be the implication. Because usually they would just put on a human corpse. Now, granted, it's possible they put all the bodies here first, and then they started putting the items, or maybe they put the item, like a... It could just be just how they do it, that they weren't quite thinking about putting the exact proper corpse for this. But still, it's noticeable. Again, it's not like it's unworkable to say, oh no, he wasn't wearing it, he took it from the person he killed that wore it. That's totally a viable, that's a viable inference. I would say it's a little weird given that you could just, you know, have the dead guy along with all the other dead people here, instead of putting it on the demi-human corpse. This boss is dead, so we can't get that. I'd have to go on another account. Gelmir Hero Grave. Do I want to trek through this place again for stuff? Not really, honestly. I hate coming through here. Volcano Manor, Road of Iniquity. The hill. I don't think there's anything else on Altus proper that we want. Yeah, no, nothing there. There are so many buds here. Like, this volcano is the largest source of them. Yeah. You'd have to wonder if the buds then are being recontextualized, so that can be like the snake's blood or something instead. That does make me wonder. Oh, I'm so sorry you don't have fine cuisine like earthworms and grubs, Loki. But some of us have cultured palates. Uh-huh, sure, Narny. More like, sounds like poor people palates. I think you're outing yourself there. Oh, look, do you have a picture of this special headless Iron Virgin? Oh, you know what? I do not. Let's grab that one. There we go. Let's see. Kaled and Gelmir are going to be next on the item list. Cool. Demi-human trying to be a scholar. With that said, it's so over. It's Demi-human over. Demi-human over. Oh, is it nighttime already? Yeah, it is. Alright. We have that, we have that, we have that, we have that, we have that. We have that, we have that. Anything from Everjails I want? We got this guy. We never got the Hound, but I'm not going to talk about Ronnie in, like, any time in the near future, so, like, that's fine. Weeping Everjail. Ringleader's Everjail could be useful, always. Cuckoo's Everjail. You know what? I think we go underground. I think it's time we take a shot of good old Godwin's fishy lips. I've actually never gotten shots of Godwin. At least not with the camera. Ew, the water is purple. Now, let's see. Where are we? Okay, good. No, Loki, why would you do this to me? I did nothing, Nardi. You did this to yourself. What do you mean talking about Ronnie. Oh, you meant that. Okay, never mind. I thought you were talking about the fish thing. I thought you were thinking you were getting cucked or something. Anyway, yeah, Ronnie's just like bottom tier priority for me. Like maybe some of her early life stuff I'll cover in the near future, but otherwise I want to focus on mostly just like her mother, like the early Carians, their rise to power, like I've done in Altus Beginning, you know, that sort of stuff. There we go. I was like, you were being a little sus there, game. I love my giant worms and fly wings in the morning. Then we see, of course, that stuff we see with the other bits of death, blight, corruption, and stuff. Yeah, we got the eyes here. I already have shots of his little Crucible era waist claw thing. This is such a cool set piece. I agree. I'm not referring to their genetic origin, rather their purpose. The weapons they use are ramshackle, yet highly specialized towards bleed, making me think their targets were civilians. I don't think so. I think they were just, I think they're just, you know, sort of, you know, not... They're crude. That's sort of the theme with them. They're as base as they are base in terms of physical height, right? So the idea is that they're small. They're both, morally and physically small. And so that idea is to carry over into their weaponry. Again, their general purpose seems to serve as mercenaries, bodyguards, regular guards, just that sort of all around, like, whenever you need muscle, you go hire some vulgar militia. Ah, you got the same little, like, fishy fin things underneath the arm still. Look at all that beautiful tuft of blonde hair, chat. Ain't it so pretty? Ain't it just so gosh darn pretty? The roots look like fish fins, yeah. Yeah, they get the fish fin variety or the Deathblight variety. Though these are more supposed to be like thorn vines than roots. There we go. Just gotta... Alright, we have to do this, chat. There we go. Try to get those leaves out of the way. There we go. We're gonna do this. There we go. I think this is only appropriate, right? Get the close-ups of the flies next to the maggot worms with the fly wings. What's the purpose of that ring? Which ring are we talking about, Iron Man, just to be clear? If you mean the one on his arm? It seems to just be, decorative piece. It doesn't serve any particular function. These are just what he wore when he was, killed. And buried. Hey, Night Scout. I'll never forget the first time I saw the Prince of Death. I could never be ready for what the game shows. Yeah, I do think this is probably one of the best moments in the game. For sure. With all the build-up with Godwin and all the Deathblight you see throughout, kind of seeing the source of it all is definitely a very appropriate moment. That thing with the blonde hair reminds me a lot of Amygdala from Bloodborne. Yeah, I can see it. I saw some red wood on the bits on the wood near the big eyes. You mean over here? I see what you mean. Looks like we got some bloody. There we go. Yeah, thank you for finally taking the pic. Took you long enough to register. Okay, I think that covers it for Godwin. Ring has an interesting texture, does it? I don't know, seems pretty typical, what you'd expect for these types of things from, like, a prince. Bloody tissue, I guess. But yeah, I can see the amygdala resemblance, for sure. Got these big, long, thin arms. You can almost see multiple with the way the stuff hangs out. It's got that very, you know, Lovecraftian head. Only thing that doesn't really work is the tail. You clip your camera through his clamshell head. Is there a scalp in there? There isn't. It's I've been inside the head before. It's just an empty model. Nothing there. What you see is what you get. Let's see. We got the leaves. Yeah, I think we're good here, right? Yeah, we're good. Is there anything we still want from these ruins? Not really. Lake of Rot, we're good. Then we have the cloister. Right. Hey, Mickey. New to the stream, but heard good things about you, and you sound like a rather nice person, so here I am. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Don't worry, soon you'll learn I'm an asshole. I'll make sure I change your perspective soon enough. But welcome on in. Enjoy the comfy stream. Hope the days have been good for you in chat. Yeah, today I'm feeling a lot better. Like I was saying earlier, I had a few rough couple days in terms of physical health, but I'm doing much better today. I'm probably going to be all healed up over the weekend. So yeah, pretty good, all things considered. Alright, good. Speaking of being good. Alright, next up, Shifa River. Thinking a lot about Moonlight Greatsword throughout the games, thinking that they tend to be in the hands of people who have negative impact on the world. I haven't played all of FromSoft's games, so I can't say that. Like, isn't there like a ninja something game where like the hero gets the sword or something? I don't know about what the backstory for that sword is, so maybe it's the same thing there. I don't know, I think it's just sort of like a recurring motif, and because it has to be like this super big uber weapon you get, I think it's usually going to be in like some dungeon or something where you'll have to fight a bunch of bad guys. So I think that's kind of just inevitable, just by the nature of game design. Oof, hope recovery is swift. We'll see, we'll see. Something could always go wrong, but worst case scenario, I will go see my pediatrician for an appointment this Monday anyway. So it's actually rather funny. I actually had to reschedule that appointment to Monday, and literally this happened right after. So I don't know, must be karma or some shit. I don't know, I don't believe in that crap. Let's go. I don't know if we have a shot of this with the magic stuff still there, so we'll do that. Wait, have I never fought this thing, or am I allowed to just go to this boss arena regardless? I mean, if I can... Yeah, I could just go here regardless, cool. Actually good. Because then we can do this. Look at all that fungi, and it's not rot-based for once. Look at that, chat. It's both human and animal bones. I guess the question is whether or not the human bones are supposed to be looked at that closely, or we're just supposed to assume it's all just a bunch of animals. I guess we'll find out once we do a deep dive. God, I love White Knight so much. Do you still have a Crucible Knight alive on this character? You could compare his Fire Breath Throat Sack to the Basilisk Misc attack. I don't think so. Not on this account, no. I think I've killed all the Crucible Knights. The other ones, for sure. There's definitely a few of them alive. I could probably do something. The problem is, you know, the more I think about it, there isn't a Crucible Knight in a decent location, right? Like, there's none that's just existing in broad daylight. Those guys hate sunlight. They're vampires, I swear. They just want to be fought in, like, Everjails, or in caves, or in the middle of volcano manors. Like, can't they just be normal? I guess not. Oh, well. Another character, I have to take shots of this place with all the spirit animals walking around, and I guess the boss, too, potentially. Alright. I do find it funny how they actually have to put this as a place on the map. You get ancestral follower ashes for being this boss, so humans could be there. That is true. That is a very fair point. Definitely helps the case. Yeah, we know. Yeah, they're completely see-through. Yeah. I wanna showcase that. Stop deforesting! God damn, octopuses. There we go. They put the gates of Fort Belfry, so you just spawn out. Oh, yeah, they do. It does. There's a Crucible Knight there, but again, terrible lighting. Like, seriously, can I please just have a normal daytime? I live working with daytime. Oh, look, the spirit mist that you get from the infant head and from the ancestor spirits themselves makes a funny sound. Oh, cool. Good to know. What is in that direction of ritual significance? Ah. Wait, let me double check this. It's probably this. It's probably the other tree guy, if I had to guess. I think that's what these are all supposed to be, like, oriented in the direction toward. They're the Dragonkin soldier, but I think that'd be a bit random if they were showing any reverence to an artificial dragon monster, but who knows. Maybe that's impressive to them. They also do the same thing for Mogwin Palace, too. It might just be to their old ruins in general, then. That ring have same texture as Farm Missoula. Is that so? I am. If you get a picture of that, I'd love to see the comparison. It's like a high-pitched water dripping sound, I think. That makes sense. Some facing Mog Palace too, interestingly. Yep, I just saw. For sure. And then we've gotten shots of all this. Nothing we really need here. We know this is where the slime thing is. You got the water stuff up here. Yeah, okay. They do the same thing to the minor Erd tree and the trees in the snowfield, if I recall correctly. Yeah, I definitely know about the minor Erd tree. I don't remember about the snowfield, though. Let's actually double check that. We can get shots of them anyway. Why are there like 3 different styles of architecture here? Who are these people? I just can't. If you're talking about the ancient dynasty, I don't know how many architectural styles they take, but they seem to be a mashup of like Babylonian, Mesopotamian, and Greek/Roman. Or actually, you know, I think it's just ancient Greek. I think Roman is mostly reserved to Roman. Again, I guess it's technically Byzantinian, but you know what I mean for like Maricus Kingdom and stuff. Do you have stone on your chest, sir? It's hard to see with you. Maybe? Hard to tell, there's snow covering you. You suck. Yeah, I know. There's a bunch of Dragonkin soldiers who want to kill me. Yada, yada. There we go. Okay, hear me out, chat. Hear me out. We go super fisheye on this. Yeah, just take the shot. Just take the shot, Loki. Stop being like this. Okay, but what if I'm like this just a little bit? happened to our guy? Wow. I got so far away with the camera, he deloaded. Whoops. Oh no, there he is. Oh, but you guys look fine. Yeah, there we go. We got our invisible little Nocron Dragonkin soldier boys. Okay, this is safe. Are we out of no man's land fog? Thank you. Yeah, I think that's about good. Let's... There we go. Let's try this. Actual decent look at this stupid head. It's got fur, Chad. So busy, I just disappear one day. How do you think these guys got rotted in the first place, Loki? I assume that these gladiators were in contact with the Haley tree, thereby Melania, thereby the rot, and either because of the rot or for whatever other reasons, they've been assigned to help, like, you know, deal with burying the dead who failed the pilgrimage, right? We also have the other one all the way over at the Ordina. So that would be my presumption that they're foreshadowing for what we're gonna find at the Haley tree, which is a whole lot of Melania's rot. We got that done. We got that done. Are these the only two we have here? I don't remember finding any others. Let's go looking. Would be good to actually get shots of this, too. Yeah, I only see those two, I think. That's what I thought. I was like, I don't remember them any stomping around, but maybe I haven't met them. This area is big. I can imagine myself easily missing a corner that I've, like, passed a million times or something. Oh my god, more of these invisible little fucks. Do we think the ancestral followers are AD descendants who went tribal after civilization fell for reasons, TM? Yes, that would be my exact conclusion, Boltoy. I don't know what caused the ancient dynasties and ancient civilization to collapse, but I believe whatever that monumental collapse was exactly, it led to the ancestral followers in the ancient dynasties to more or less eschew, like, like, they basically blamed the fact that they were, like, this big, complex civilization, and basically eschewed things like the written letter and the, you know, other, like, societal, like, you know, things that we associate with civilization and become, like, barbarian tribesmen, just living out in the areas that they always had amongst the ruins. And then the Nox came in and decided they would just build their cities around there. And everybody was happy. Yep, sirree. There were never any problems after that. Nope. Alright. Alright, we got that done. There we go. Does the JP text not mention eschewing letters? I'll be honest, I don't actually remember. I don't actually remember what the JP text says off the top of my head. Let me check that now, then, just to make sure I'm not just misremembering the English. Oh god, this is gonna take a while. Gotta wait for the mirror board to open. Maybe Farmazula beasts have same rings. I need to find a better pick. Maybe, sure. Worth checking out. Alright, 1 second, everybody. Gosh, I can't wait to play some... Oh my, the stupid password. Vate! Vate! I need to transfer all this stuff onto my own personal documents. I really need to. I've been so slow going on that. I'm like, I do a few of them, and then I stop to do other things. Alright, this is why I pinned the message that he sent. This stupid password. Yeah, sure. 1 second. Oh, what do you mean it's not the password? Oh my... I copy-pasted it! It has to be the password. Okay, let's try this one more time. Light away. I'm gonna type this thing manually if this doesn't work yet. I swear. What? Okay, it didn't work. I do not know what is Yep. Okay, fine, whatever. I'll just look at it directly. I don't know why. I'm just copy-pasting the password. Unless he changed the password, at which point, yikes. I wish he would have told me. Let's see. What's the thing that talks about them eschewing letters? If I just type in letters, I'm sure it'll come up. Scuff stream. So Noct built their cities after the AC/AD fell. Wasn't there structures under Kayla to such ASP contact with the Nox? No. There's structures underneath Kayla to suggest that the ancient civilization and ancient dynasties were in contact. You see the ancient civilization's ruins converge into a very specific spot, and that spot corresponds to a same spot, but underneath in Mogwin Palace, where we see those same ruins. And of course, those ruins at Mogwin Palace are ancient dynasty ruins, which tells us that those two were in fact interacting at that spot, and that area served as some sort of transport, whether it's like a tower or an elevator shaft, or we don't know because they're just using the same generic ruins, right? But that is the indication. Anyway, let's try to find this line now, right? Ancestral FlOwEr ashes. Yep, okay, here we go. So, okay, yeah, it says they, yeah, okay, so, okay, how do I explain this? Yeah, so the terminology used here says that they deny civilization and metal. But it has to be understood that the term for civilization here, like civilization or culture, you could say, they deny, like, yeah, culture, I think maybe a better translation here. But you have to understand that inherent into the terminology here is the kanji for letter, sentences, literature, you know, like the written word, basically, right? So there is something sort of like implicit there that's not, it doesn't necessarily say that, but it does encompass it. So that would be the most technical way to put it. So yeah, they do basically reject, though. They do basically reject those things that we, as modern people, associate with, like, proper cultures, which would be, like, you know, the written word, you know, wearing, like, you know, less barbaric clothes, you know, that type of stuff. Living in, you know, proper houses instead of, you know, in the forest or something, right? There we go. Let me close this. There we go. Let's see now, live chat. Oh. There we go. Deny civilizations as culture and metal for JP, but civilization use the kanji for written letters / literature as a possible implicit meaning. Yes, one of them is there. The other one is a kanji that means like bright and light. So like when you have, if I were to take a literal meaning of the term civilization / culture here, it would mean something like the brightness or the light or the enlightenment of you know, literature, lettering, you know, that type of thing, right? That idea that you are a cultured person because you are learned, you are well read, right? It's sort of that that inherent concept, which the localization is trying to seemingly bring out by saying the eschewing letters, but doesn't exactly say eschewing letters per se, right? It's using another term to just sort of talk about something much more than just simply letters, but, you know, the broader idea of culture versus savagery, right? And again, that's very much in line with, like, you know, Miyazaki's typical thing of wanting to examine that relationship between what we consider barbaric and, you know, subhuman versus, you know, what we consider as very, you know, very much human and civilizational. Even though, obviously, from an anthropologist's perspective, it all falls within that confines of civilization and culture and stuff, right? But Miyazaki likes exploring that more sort of colonial era mindset and themes and tropes that go with it. Which makes sense because he reads a lot. I mean, just look at Bloodborne. He's read a lot of that sort of Victorian colonial era stuff. There you go. Yeah, exactly, Night Scout. Again, oh, I think we crashed. It's been a while since we've had a crash like this. Alright, is there anything I really want to grab else today, or can we end it here? Oh yes, I think we can end it here. Yeah, I got all the major stuff I wanted. So broader timeline civilization would be Far, Missoula, ACAD, Nox, all modern things. Basically, yes. Sometime after the Nox and stuff, we also get the farm colonists coming in. Obviously, the astrologers also are sometime during that period. It's hard to say if it's like concurrent with the ancient Civ and ancient dynasty stuff, or if it comes afterwards. But sometime around that point, we also, of course, have the migrations of the astrologers and stuff, because they also get a close relationship with the giants, and then the farm colonists later on. Obviously, they have to migrate over to Celia, make contact with the Nox, and then down to Liurnia with the other group, and then the Carians would do that later on, but that's, again, much later down the timeline, so Carians are kind of irrelevant for this conversation. So that type of stuff. Type this out so it's easier for a VOD viewer to find the relevant answers to follower section. I hope you don't mind. Oh, no, sure. Feel free to do whatever you guys want in the chat. As long as you're not, like, spamming or, like, you know, being a nuisance to people and I have to ban you, it's fine. I don't care. Do you have a picture of these guys' grab attack where a snake bursts out and bites you? No, we should think of doing that in the future, because it might be good to, like, confirm if the snake is, like, an actual snake or, like, some sort of, like, bronze structure. Yeah, so we got that. I kind of wish, if I'm being honest, chat, I kind of wish that, I had, like, tools to do Dark Souls 2, so we could get, the flowers and stuff from there. And if I could do the same with Dark Souls 1's Prepare to Die Edition, I would love that, but we all know that Prepare to Die Edition is never getting mods again. Let's see. Depending on when the Nox possibly wrecked themselves with Eternal Darkness / Citadel, is it possible that a new culture moved in but more primitive in their architecture crumbled far sooner? You'd have to be able to date the Nameless Eternal City, at least, to, well before Marika's Kingdom, though. And as I say before, all the indications seem to be that Marika's Kingdom was already enmeshed in the Nameless Eternal City when the Estelle and Darkness thing happened, and that they had connections and were working together up past Godwin's burial. So basically, not until post Shattering did they probably do the thing with Estelle and all that stuff. In fact, one might even argue the Shattering might have even been what prompted the Nox to do that. But yeah, sure. If you could make a convincing case to be able to firmly place it earlier in the timeline, it's totally possible that you can then have like ancient civilizations or dynasties maybe collapse potentially sooner. They'll be again a bit weird because the Nox basically build right on top of them at like Nokron and stuff. So it's like, it really does look like they were. As I was talking about with Quaylag, we both agreed. It really does look like the Nox are definitely post-date Ancient Civ / Dynasty. Again, I'm talking about the Eternal City specifically, not like the appearance of the Nox / Newman in the Lands Between. Anyway, I think we're going to end things here, chat, because like the game's crashed. I really don't want to like boot it up again, because again, I'm just like randomly going around getting screenshots at this point. Got the stuff I wanted. So, yeah, that's about it. I think we'll end things here. Thanks for people showing up. I'm very glad you're enjoying buying my book. Again, your support is very meaningful to me, and hopefully I will have a lot more stuff to post